So we wanted to give a special thank you to Raghu. He has been the TPC chair for the last 3 years here at the OFA. A very big special thanks to Raghu for that. And I wanted to point out a couple things that have changed over Raghu's tenure here, and for the better. So one of the things that's been a great improvement is Raghu instituted having the people submitting papers actually put in PDFs or presentations during the submission process so that we had something to look at and on the TPC. I've been on the TPC with him during this time, as well as other members, and thank you to all of those that have helped. But it gave us more to look at than just an abstract, so we could see where the person was going, and a lot of times it also gave us the ability to hone in on the level of detail the person was going to provide and everything else. So it gave us a much better opportunity to evaluate the different presentations before we actually had to make a decision. And so that was a great benefit. And then the other thing that I wanted to point out that Raghu did is he managed to revitalize our keynote speakers, getting us back to having a keynote speaker, as well as helping to improve the quality of the keynote speakers and presentations we had. So I want to thank Raghu for both of those things. I think there were great improvements. He's moved on to a different position and doesn't have the time to continue in his role as the TPC chair, but we want to thank him for everything he did. So many heartfelt thanks. Thank you, Raghu.
And thank you to of course, the leadership team for supporting all the things I was trying to change. I know change is hard, but I'm glad we were able to get these in. And of course, to the TPC and the folks from Nereus who were helping along the way. So thank you for all that.
Cool. All right. And with that, we can wrap up the second and final day of the 20th Annual Open Fabrics Alliance Workshop.
One more slide. One more slide.
Oh, keep going.
Yes, I did have a couple other things I wanted to say.
All right, keep going.
Okay. So, and part of this is for you, Phil. Thank you for being the MC and doing the good job you have always done at this. Thank you very much. And then, the pandemic kind of threw things into a tizzy as far as being able to do in-person presentations. We tried to go back to in-person this year, but we really didn't leave enough time for people to plan. And when that feedback came back, we had to go back to virtual. So one of the things we want to do for next year is we want to go ahead and go back to being in person, because there's just so much more value to actually having the ability to network with your peers, to see people face to face, to have those hallway talks and everything else. So I think that's a high priority for us going into next year. And then the second thing I wanted to bring up is I wanted to introduce everybody to Liz Nardoza. So most of you might have known Joe Balick from Nereus Worldwide. He was our person from Nereus that worked with us for many years, but Joe took a new opportunity, and this year Liz is now working with us instead. Liz has been doing a fantastic job. I wanted to thank her for her help on everything related to the workshop and keeping things on track. And I know she took time out of her schedule to run tutorial sessions both Friday and Saturday. So very much thank you to Liz for everything she did. And then finally, just, thanks everybody for attending and for coming out. And I'll hand it back over to you, Phil. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, cool. Well, we are right on time to end. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all the speakers and the contributions. And I really would like to express my appreciation to the attendees for your time and questions. Really thought this was a very lively discussion. Thank you, everyone. And that, with the final reminder, all sessions to the workshop will be posted to the OFA website as soon as we can. Thank you very much.